Welcome to another edition of the Power Connector podcast. I'm your host, Derek Dickow. Here with me today is a friend and someone I admire and respect in business, Dennis Bernard of the Bernard Financial Group, which is the largest commercial mortgage servicing firm in the state of Michigan. I've known Dennis for about 10 years, and outside of him being an expert in his industry and what he does with his clients, he's a ultimate connector and relationship developer with people, having built a business brand that has followed him for 30 years, as well built relationships in just about every part of the state. That's important. Dennis, welcome to the Power Connector podcast. It's great to see you.
Thank you, Derek. Great to be with you. Always have fun chatting with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I like to start all of my conversations with people with the same question. I think it's important to let people take me on the ride that they want to take me on. And so we'll start today with my favorite question is what's new and exciting for you?
It's a great question because it's a question that changes constantly, especially if you're involved and want to be active, whether it's business, community, family, doesn't matter. So really what's exciting for me right now is I'm in an evolutionary stage. What does that mean? My son, after several years after graduating from Ross, went to Wall Street after several years on a national level in real estate and investments and equity, came back and joined us. Another young man who's been with us for quite some time, homegrown talent. They've become partners in the firm. So it's a transition for me. So I'm having a lot of fun being a mentor. It's allowed me to spend more time doing advising work for my clients, for my lenders, and it's also allowed me to spend more time in my community and philanthropic activities. More boards, it's allowed me to go on national boards or spend some time doing travel with other people that are community or philanthropic related. So I'm kind of moving into a new stage. Our business, we always thrive during times of friction. What's friction? The capital markets are getting tough, interest rates are rising, everybody knows the story, but we've always seen this as an opportunity to grow Bernard Financial Group, and we are growing again, taking advantage of the situation. So, you know what? I was starting to do the same thing over and over again after 35 years. Now it's fun again, and I'm having fun and creating. That's what I'm doing.
Well, it looks like you're having a lot of fun with it, and the mentorship I know is a big part for you in assembling the team of leaders that's going to take Bernard Financial Group into the next decade beyond. It must be exciting to work with your son and help develop talent. Take us back. 35 years is a long time. You didn't just arrive in this chair having wrote one loan. Billions of dollars of loans, billions of dollars of placing, advising, building strategic partnerships locally, nationally. Help me understand how you got started with Bernard Financial Group 35 years ago.
It goes back a long way. Obviously, I got to make it a short story because everybody has a long story. But really what happened was I was in a whole different business than commercial mortgage banking. I was in a manufacturing, I was finance background. I was in a whole different business, and I was approached by a community leader who had been very successful in real estate. And they had made two companies, and one they public, one they had sold to another company, and he was looking to not retire, but kind of be in the same situation I am. In his early 60s, he wanted to do something, mentor some young people, and he decided to start a commercial mortgage banking firm. I knew him. I was involved in the young leadership movement in the Jewish community. He was a leader of the community. He reached out to me. I was just so flattered that he asked me to lunch. We go to lunch. He explains what he's going to do. He's going to get a bunch of young guys and gals to run the business. He was going to be the puppet master, and I would have to take over a 70% pay cut to step backwards to join him. I went home, told my dad. My dad thought I was a knucklehead for doing this because I was finally doing well and I had a good career path, but I wanted to bet on this gentleman and what his concept was, because whatever he had done, he'd been successful, and I wanted to learn from him. What did I want to learn? I really wasn't that interested, Derek, in learning about commercial mortgage banking. I was interested in learning what made him successful. How was he successful? How did he network? How did he